It's me. It's my big giant head on the screen. I'm super excited about that. And I've got myself muted, so that's a good thing. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, stream's looking good. We have no dropped frames. And we are rolling right along. Okay. Let's get the in-game music turned up. Ooh, Hobnanigans is here. That is super exciting. And Elder James, welcome. Jam Wiles, welcome. Howdy. Oh, I just mean that I've got my Twitch windows muted, so I'm not double streaming. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Jam Wiles, welcome. Howdy. See, if I don't have myself muted, then I get this I just mean that I've got my Twitch windows muted, so I'm not double streaming. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Annoying. So this should be Jam Wiles, welcome. Howdy. See, if I don't have myself muted, then I get this I just mean that I've got my Twitch windows. That's why you should always make sure your Twitch windows are muted when you're streaming. Otherwise, that just goes on. We will do some fishing. We're always doing some fishing here on the LOTRO stream. Anyway, let me start off again now that I think I've actually got everything operating normally. I'm Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark here on the LOTRO stream, the official stream of Standing Stone Games, where very important and prestigious LOTRO streamers, plus myself, occasionally show up to stream. Anyway, I have something kind of fun to kick things off tonight. There's a lot of talk about bad quests, quests that people don't like, quests that people think are kind of dumb. You hear flower picking in North Athelion get mentioned. A lot of folks are, you know, about your 1200th flower, it gets a little old. You know, it's nice to try something different, but there's one quest that I've heard more people complain about in all of Middle-earth than anything else, and I'm going to do that quest for you right now. I'm pretty excited about it. It's in Lothlorien. If you've been through the Golden Wood, you may have already guessed what I'm going to do tonight. But I was working on my namesake character. I actually have a character named Big Ed Mustafa. He is a 62nd level Guardian on Crick Hollow. And when I got to this the other night, I thought, you know, I really should save this and do it live on LOTRO stream. So that's what I've got planned for you tonight. Zinger's here. And Mickle for the Wen is here. That's a tough name to pronounce. Telerian is here. Hello, Telerian, my old friend. Deathman's in the house. We've got a good crowd for just getting things kicked off. Plus, I was just hosting Druid's Fire up until a few minutes ago, so I know Zinger was over there. A lot of folks are checking out Druid Fire stream. My best wishes to her for a great stream tonight. Hopefully she's having a good time. And I want to thank everybody for popping in over here. So without further ado, I'm going to go sing to trees. Wish me luck.
May the stars of Elbereth shine upon you.
Sing to the saplings. Oh no, the Hobnanigans quest timed out. I'm actually completely okay with that. If I were to sing, any song will do. Perhaps hearing of your homeland will strengthen them. When you have sung to them, seek out Sendiel, another warden of the woods. When I last saw in a clearing whom I last saw in a clearing in Gellardor, southwest of the hill. Just a little hint, if you see me doing this, or you see me doing this, I need to make an appointment with my eye doctor. I need to get new glasses, so I spend a lot of time squinting and trying to read text. So that's my own fault. But we're going to go sing to trees, and I don't need glasses to do that. So we will head out. Set quest guide focus. Sing to trees. We've got a lore master over here picking up chalk, maybe? Stay away from the protected creatures. You don't want to draw aggro unnecessarily. These are some vicious lynxes out here. Discord is up and running. If anybody wants to pop into my personal Discord channel and mock me for singing to trees, I will accept your abuse with graciousness. As far as you know. Actually, I have my glasses right here. So if you've not seen me wearing glasses before, they don't help. They are progressive lenses, and I hate them and never got used to them. And it seems like no matter where I look, everything is out of focus. So I do this, and if I hold my nose up just a touch, it kind of brings some stuff in focus. Like if I'm trying to read this text over here though, anything in my peripheral vision is blurry. And it has to be like right on the exact line for the focal point. Otherwise everything above and below it's blurry. I don't know what the hell the point of these glasses are. Just never have taken to them, don't wear them. Don't normally need to wear them. But flying season's coming up. I want to make sure I've got a good pair of glasses. Nothing's worse than having an airplane look fuzzy and small in the sky and then have it disappear when you're flying radio control. So I gotta get good glasses for the flying season, and I'll probably just get a separate pair of readers or computer glasses. Instead of trying to get one pair to do everything, I'll just have two pair of glasses, because I generally don't read and then look up at the sky, read and then look up at the sky. Okay. We're gonna sing to trees. The saplings bows. Zinger, you're gonna help me sing. That's awesome. Thanks. The saplings' bows look a bit springier. I am singing to trees.
Trollolololo.
Can you do like the chorus from O Fortuna? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
You're doing such a good job already.
I know. I'm terrified that will get clipped. Hopefully it was short enough that it won't. Okay, that's 2 saplings I've sung to. He was still glowing, so I sang to him again just to see what would happen. Answer, nothing. But I've heard more people complain about this particular quest. The sapling seems ill, but I sang to it, it should be healed. The beauty of Big Ed Mustafa's singing voice should have reinvigorated this tree. I am the bane of Angmar, after all. I was actually working on fishing with Big Ed Mustafa here the other night, and he just had a really horrible run of bad luck. I actually got frustrated and quit fishing because it was like 15 or 20 casts and I couldn't pick up an extra point of fishing skill. I'm like, alright, this just isn't my night for fish, so it was annoying. Now, who am I supposed to talk to? I'm going to take the glasses off because they just don't help. It's actually better without them. Why are you still glowing? I sang to you. Maybe this is the last one. Nope. Maybe that's why everybody hates this quest so much. After you sing to a tree, it stays glowing, so when you're running around in circles looking for the other trees, you don't know if it's a tree you've already sang to or not. That would be enough to make me hate this. I'm echoing. I was echoing on purpose. Am I still echoing?
You're fine. It just say hosted someone else and they had their stream up.
Okay. Pang's here. Hi, Pang. Will Mrs. Mustafa sing for us in real life while you do this quest? Mrs. Mustafa has forsook me. I have not had dinner yet. She's not home, and I've been having to get my own Coke Zeros, which, fortunately, I do have a Coke Zero. I wouldn't start the stream without one. But hopefully she'll be along soon, and she'll have a big pastrami sandwich for me. You guys don't want to watch me eat a Gandalfo's pastrami sandwich on camera. It would make you not be able to sleep. You'd probably need therapy. Be like watching a great shark eat baby seals.
Well, I'm glad that your vision was good enough that you grabbed a Coke Zero and not something nasty like water.
Exactly. I drink water all day at work. I get plenty of water. And I had lunch at a restaurant called Lolo's Chicken and Waffles today, and I had like 2 big quart-sized mason jars full of iced tea. It was pretty good iced tea, too. You can sports talk Sunday to Zinger, Ed. I'm looking forward to that, Deathman. That will be cool. Oh, Stina hosted me, so that was the echo. Okay. Kadithi's in the same state I am, where you kind of need glasses and don't want to wear them. I don't mind wearing the glasses, they just have to be useful. I just got them for the first time a few years ago, and I used to enjoy driving around because I can see to drive without the glasses, but I'd be like driving down the interstate, and I'd do this a lot. I'd look at a billboard and then go, wow, I'm really blind. But anything close up is fine. Like actually right now, I can see my webcam better through the glasses than without them. Looks blurry, looks sharp. Looks blurry, looks sharp. But like the text on the screen, it doesn't help at all. I can read the text better without them. Just useless.
Yeah, I basically needed glasses since I was in like 3rd grade or so. Just, yeah. Fortunately, it's corrective, so it's not like I'm totally blind all the time.
So there's one more magic sapling that I need to sing to, Zinger. You gotta help me out.
Maybe it's me.
Where is there a sapling I can sing to that I have not sung to already? Maybe it's this one.
And wow, I haven't clipped anything in 2 weeks until just a minute ago.
Oh, goody.
Goody goody gumdrops.
Sing to the sapling. Sing, I tell you. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer.
Take one down, pass it around.
I want to sing to the sapling. There we go. I think that's it. Nope. I still make the motions even though it's not the right sapling. And the sapling still identifies as needing to be sung to even after I've sung to it. Okay, so there might be a technical reason to hate this quest as much as people do.
Did you try following the quest tracker? I mean the the radar? Would that tell you?
No. As long as you're within range of any of the saplings, the quest tracker just flashes. And
I mean,
people,
like
people
if you look on the map, would that work?
Yeah, I should just be in this area. I mean, they're all right around one another. Right here. And that's a pretty small quest ring. Or is that the right one?
That's probably the right one, I would guess.
Goodwill. A song for the saplings. It's the dark green one. Oh, no, I'm up here. And it's just a general circle, and they're all right in the same area.
Oh, okay.
Plus, there's no orcs to kill here. Gussie, hi, Gussie Moose. And I think I said hi to Spanky before. My apologies, I was gonna. Oh, and Elder doesn't want us to quit our day job, Zinger. We'll have to work on maybe a duet or doing some harmony or something.
Yeah, we could probably get a quartet, get a couple others in there, so we can
Do some barbershop with ninth pawn and all up.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
The contest will be who gets the high notes.
Ed is the Mr. Magoo of LOTRO streamers. I'm a long way away from being the Mr. Magoo of LOTRO streamers. I just need to get some better reading glasses. I can't help it. I used to have pretty good vision, but with as much internet porn as there is out there today, I guess the eyesight was bound to deteriorate.
You're on the official.
I know. You can say porn in a PG-13 setting, you just can't show porn. Hey, that was the last sapling. The sapling's trunk looks healthier because Zinger's singing voice is so good.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
You're making me want to watch Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit.
I just got done queuing up all of the Oscar-nominated movies into my Netflix queue, so unfortunately La La Land will be something else I have to sit through. Hopefully it's pretty good.
How many did it win at the Oscars?
Well, the Oscars are next month, I think, but got a bunch of Golden Globe
whatever
and SAG
it was,
awards, yeah. That's the problem with award season is, like, they came out with the Oscars and then everybody else wants a piece of the action. And my wife, who I love dearly, has many weird idiosyncrasies, which explains why she married me in the first place. But she won't watch any of the movies, and she only listens to what's on the radio, and we never go to plays or the theater. But she'll just slavishly watch the Golden Globes, the Oscars, the SAG Awards, the Tonys, the Grammys, the Emmys. And it's like, why do you care about award shows for stuff that you don't care about? I mean, that would be like Zinger watching the ESPY Awards. I don't get it. Recover seeds. I have to go kill shrews.
Well, you know, Golden Globes, Golden Girls. It's pretty much the same thing, right?
Pretty much. Hey, Hunzinator. I'm singing to trees. It's the greatest quest in all of Lothlorien. And I saved it specifically to do on stream tonight. I'm going to kill this cat just because.
And you're gonna do the repeat on the quest next week on the stream.
What am I going to do next week?
The same quest again.
Hopefully. I'll go to the reflecting pool and we'll just do a whole stream where I just repeat it for 3 hours. That should break some viewing records, I would think.
Hey, Hansi.
Least number of viewers ever on LOTRO stream for a full 3 hours. That kind of record. Eventually I wouldn't even be watching. I just blindfold myself. Be like, I can't look at me singing to trees anymore. Gussie Moose says, I hear you, Ed. I am getting calls from the doctor to go get my eyes checked. 2 years I have to do my grandma thing to read and lift my glasses to read, yeah. Don't laugh at anything Deathman says that's mean about me. You should scold him. I never tease anybody or make fun of them. That's a forest shrew.
So who's excited for some Lady Gaga action during the Super Bowl, right? Am I right?
It is going to be pretty sweet. Why did I did an area of attack because I wanted to pull both shrews? Why did that not work?
It might have had like a cone effect that didn't quite, get that angle on the other one.
I suppose. Yeah, I saw Vigo got an Oscar nod for Captain Fantastic.
Hey, Cryles.
Is it Cryles or Krylus?
I just say Cryles. I don't know. I'm not the streamer. I don't have responsibility to say names right.
That's true.
Big Oud Mustafa.
I suppose if it was Krylus, there'd be 2 S's, but who knows? Hunzi, of course we were going to be doing fishing. In all my history, I have never streamed on the official and not fished. Don't run away.
I was able to get my Brandyburg to 105.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. Now I can just ignore him for a while, right?
You and everybody else on the 40 Thieves.
Endgame is not my specialty, so...
Well, might be a good time to learn. Especially on a bird. There can't be very many at level cap, I wouldn't think.
But they're going to expect me to do stuff that's not just hitting 1 or 2 skills.
True.
Although I hear for endgame, a lot of people like the yellow line birds, and like basically they only have to hit like a couple of skills, but it helps for debuffing.
Yeah, Yellow Line Berg is pretty darn handy. Just invigorating, Hunzier, is watching me fish in Middle Earth, the kind of white-knuckled excitement you can only dream of normally. Oh, can't go get the ore. I can't get near the protected hawks.
Almost as exciting as watching the Super Bowl.
I was kind of laughing. I was doing stuff on Sunday and kind of blew off the Pro Bowl. And like Tuesday or Wednesday at work, I was sort of bored, and I'm like, oh, I should read up on the Pro Bowl. And I went to NFL.com, and by Wednesday, it was like the Pro Bowl had never happened. There was no mention of it. There was no news coverage. Everything had already dropped off of the front 2 pages. Even the NFL doesn't care about the Pro Bowl. Hoping a few Seahawks distinguish themselves, but I don't really know. Talk to Bosie. Bring Celeborn's letter to that dude. See, I still need glasses. You guys see Maiden's new pic of Ninth Pawn on Twitter today? I have not seen it.
I've definitely not seen it. No, not at all.
Oh, is that one of the pictures you helped her with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what? No, I just took the picture. I don't know what you're talking about. So what you're saying is that the whole Pro Bowl thing, it sounds a lot like a certain game you used to play and what happened to it, right?
Yes, exactly.
I'm sorry for that. You just set me up.
Yeah, Zinger got to catch my unfiltered comments about our friends at Warner Brothers and Turbine nuking Asheron's Call out of existence for no reason. But this is the LOTRO stream, so we're going to focus on LOTRO and keep it positive. I'm sure nobody would want me editorializing about their former overlords and taskmasters at Warner Brothers. Wouldn't want to say anything inflammatory. Like if the jackasses at Warner Brothers can't figure out how to monetize a beloved intellectual property like Asheron's Call, and instead they just delete it out of existence, they should probably get the hell out of the video game business, because they obviously don't understand it. I would never say anything like that on official, though. It's important that we just stay positive.
Let's go back to talking about that Lady Gaga, though.
I am looking forward to Lady Gaga's performance. She is one of my top 5,000 favorite pop singers of the last 10 years.
I assume she'll be performing with Tony Bennett.
There's a good chance.
He seemed to be attached to the hip lately, so...
Well, it works well for both of them. And at some point here, there's a good chance I will probably go ahead and switch back to Little Ed Mustafa, because watching a Guardian crawl around Lothlorian's not that exciting. I might head up to the mountains and go kill a bunch of orcs real quick, though, because I just really enjoy that. That's my favorite part of Lothlorien.
Maybe if you sang to trees on your burglar, you could sneak up to them, sing at them, and make them pee a little sap or something like that.
That could do. We'll give that a try.
Because that's how trees work.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
Science.
Hail, stranger. If you are rested, I have a request of you.
Meditate upon Karen Amroth. If you're trying to figure out Elven pronunciations, then always use a hard C. And what's my other rule for that? Oh, G should always be G.
Sweet-eyed, Randir. Greetings.
It's not
If you have
Jesse
a moment,
Moose.
I have need of your assistance.
Birchwood and stones. It's not Jussie Moose. And again, going back to American female pop singers, you know, the elves would have loved Christina Aguilera, because there's no such thing as Chistina Aguilera. As far as I know.
The Galathrine will need your aid.
Well, now there will be after this stream.
Welcome to Lorien.
Hopefully.
May I have a word with you?
Where am I supposed to be meditating?
Hello, guys.
Hey, Hansi. Welcome, welcome. How are the volume levels?
Yeah, they're alright.
I think I just had to adjust my own volume on my headphones. I kicked it up a couple clicks.
Up or down?
Up. I was listening to some loud TV earlier, so I probably had it turned down a little bit. Am I just supposed to meditate anywhere here? I guess so. That's not working. Where am I supposed to be standing when I meditate? This is annoying. Maybe I was supposed to be up on the flat.
No, I think it's somewhere right near the tree.
Here's the spot.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
So Hansi, I assume the Super Bowl is over by the time over there. How was it?
It was great. I'm not going to reveal who the winner is. I don't want to spoil it for you. And I'm not really going to make too many comments on Lady Gaga. I'll let you see that for yourself. But yeah, it was quite invigorating, the game itself. Yeah, it was great.
There was no costume slippage going on with Lady Gaga?
Nah, unfortunately there wasn't. Everything
Shucks.
seems to go to plan, even though there's really no set plan for her. But, you know, I'll let you enjoy it when you get to see it for yourself. I don't really want to go spoiling it.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to see what kind of meat she decides to wear.
Well, at least tell us, Hansi, if the crowd was blown away when Elvis and Jim Morrison came out for that final musical number, joining Lady Gaga on stage.
I don't know. I think I went to the bathroom there, so I can't really remember.
I have to admit, that's probably the biggest Super Bowl surprise I've ever seen. And then they brought out Ronnie James Dio's hologram to join him as well. I never thought I'd hear Elvis, Lady Gaga, and Jim Morrison join him singing Holy Diver. That was pretty spectacular. Did I rant?
Directed by Michael Bay.
Now, if they really want to make it epic, it has to be my favorite director, J.J. Abrams.
Oh, God.
Now that's a rant. Although I actually went back and looked at his filmography, and I think he did direct a movie that I thought was okay, but I don't remember which one now. Sorry, Hansi, what were you going to say?
I said, you guys are just too funny.
But thank you for not hating on Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit when I mentioned it earlier. Is it a fantastic film?
I bit my lip. It was a feel-good movie. It was fun for the whole family.
La 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 la.
We have sung to trees. That alone guarantees the safety of the free peoples of Middle-earth. Surely an army of hundreds of thousands of bloodthirsty orcs is no match for singing to trees. It's like wandering around in these bushes looking for flowers to pick.
Well, seeing how we were singing, I'd be more worried about hundreds of thousands of music critics coming at us.
Hey, haters gotta hate. We still sound better than Bob Dylan, and I love Bob Dylan. You've got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend.
You're really making those clip people happy tonight.
Good. That's what it's all about. Having a good time and killing lots of orcs. That's what makes Middle Earth go round.
Although it would help having the Lord of Clips here at Ninth Spawn.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be
I'm
along
glad
at
I'm
some
on push to
point.
talk.
You spontaneously yelled out, "You rock, Ed," and you were embarrassed and didn't want people to hear it.
No, I'm laughing. I'm going to grab tissues and wipe the tears from my eyes.
He was reaching for his lighter to get it, swaying to the tunes.
I can understand that. Why am I collecting chalk again? I know I flagged the quest. Thought I had a quest to turn into somebody. I guess not.
Yeah, the sapling one.
Lady Gun, howdy.
Hey, lady.
Chat seems to be reacting well to the musical magnum opus they've been enjoying.
We're just previewing the Super Bowl halftime show for you guys.
Mods, can I post a link? I don't know. Well, since the only thing I'm doing right now is picking up chalk, let me see if I can find it, and I'll post a link, Krylus, so you don't get accidentally timed out.
I locked into my level 99 Warden. All I've been doing is running around circles. You can tell I really look forward to leveling him up more.
Copy image address. Alrighty. I think that's the picture that Krylus was talking about. Hunzi or Zinger, you want to check that link for me and make sure it's working?
Yeah, it's not to the link of the other stuff that you have on your computer, so it's safe.
Yeah, you won't go blind watching this, looking at this picture.
I'll have you both know that I am an IT professional and I know perfectly well how to wipe my browser history. Thank you very much.
Okay, betmidler.com.
She's a handsome woman. You have to format the drives. Red berry bushes. I can do better than that for you, Krylus. Download VMware's desktop player, and you can create virtual machines on your main hard drive. And if you do all of your illicit surfing from the virtual machine, you can just blow the virtual machine away completely when you're done and leave no evidence. Not that I would never need to know such technology.
Stop talking, you're incriminating yourself there. A sledgehammer works equally well.
Tomorrow morning, Mrs. Mustafa and I are driving down to Lincoln to help out with the Radio Control Club auction down there. And I was helping our club treasurer try to get his new notebook set up with VMware, because his auction software that he wrote only runs on like XP Pro. He can't run it on any of the new versions of Windows.
Heyo, what brings you to Lorien?
So it's like, alright, Kevin, let's try to make your new notebook think that it's really an old notebook. Did I get singing to saplings again? That is awesome. Singer, cue the intro music for me singing to saplings. That's where you go la 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 la.
La 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 la.
Yeah, but try to make it sound cool.
I'm sorry, at this point you're doing it again, so how cool can it be?
That's true. Okay, let me put it this way. If you don't sing something, I will start singing Dylan again.
La 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 la.
The whole stream thanks you. I have no doubt about that. One of the best ways I can get back at Mrs. Mustafa for something if I'm upset with her. I just plan a long car ride and bring the Dylan CDs. She just goes catatonic and sends herself off to her happy place and pretends it isn't happening. I gotta set it as the quest guide focus. We're gonna go sing to saplings again. I didn't realize that was repeatable. So I guess we have discovered the least utilized repeatable quest in all of Middle-earth as well. Oh man.
Well, there's one fun repeatable in the area other than the Orc Mountain, and that's the one where you have to scold the elves for drinking.
That's a pretty good one. What about collecting the orc filth and throwing it on the fire? That's a good time.
Sure. It's certainly better than having to travel like 2,000 meters on foot to throw some arrows into a random fire. That's right, delivering arrows to that other elf. So I can probably imagine that the one where you have to scold elves for drinking is tough for Texans because they think everything is spelled correctly and looks correctly to them.
Exactly. Hopefully the stream looks and sounds a lot better this week since I'm not doing it from a hotspot on my mobile phone.
And you kept the internet away from the missus, hopefully this week.
Yeah, she's not here uploading videos while I'm trying to stream either, so I've got that going for me too. Mrs. Mustafa's idea of an interesting video to upload is usually high school sports stuff. She'll make little slideshows of like the basketball team pick she takes and then sends them to the athletic director. They really like her because she works cheap, so in exchange for doing them favors like that, they like hook her up with like free hot dogs and popcorn at the ball games and stuff. She may not bring dinner home just because she'll be so full from the basketball game. What are we doing for dinner? Oh, I had popcorn. What? That doesn't help me. The sapling seems ill. Yeah, she does usually keep me hooked up with Coke Zero, so I can't complain about that. There's birchwood to collect too. But I'm singing to it. Okay, now it looks healthier. We're gonna make this lynx look less healthy.
Looks like we lost Zingo.
He'll be back.
Maybe he was listening to a Lady Gaga song and didn't want us to hear anything bleed through the
That could
speakers.
be. He doesn't want Ninth Con sneaking up on him and clipping him singing Bad Romance. Birchwood. Well, of course, I'm singing to trees. I've put most everybody in chat to sleep, Krylus. Including Zinger. He nodded off right about the time I started singing to the saplings again. Oh, and speak of the devil, I can hear Mrs. Mustafa working her way inside the house. I have apparently already sung to that sapling again. I'm just excited that they made it a repeatable so I could do this twice in a row for y'all.
Yeah, they should make some of the fishing quests repeatable.
Well, the part I'm excited about, Hunzi, is by doing this now, everybody's going to be like, oh, thank God he's fishing and not singing to trees. That's not Gandalfo's.
Too late. They're closed at 9.
Oh, man.
I'll get it tomorrow.
All right.
Although you'll be eating sandwiches twice then.
That's a shocker. Nice job, Zinger, and welcome back.
Yeah, I think Mrs. Mustafa came over to my house and tried to upload a video or something.
That happens.
Oh my gosh.
Are all of your TVs switched over to Murder, She Wrote?
I think it's probably Law and Order or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know if she was ever that big into Law and Order.
No.
She kind of liked it okay, but not that much. It was
like
too new
600.
and cutting edge for her.
There were like 600 iterations of the show as well. So.
Sure.
That was my second, third overtime game this week.
You're very fortunate.
I am exhausted. And I lost again.
Is it because you weren't cheering hard enough, honey?
Actually, I was yelling. Okay.
Do you care to tell our viewers what's on this evening's menu?
Sure. I got you a #1 from Wendy's, which is a single cheeseburger. Instead of fries, I got you chili, because I know you don't like the fries, you'd rather have chili. And instead
That's
of
called
Coke
number
Zero,
2.
because they don't have good Coke Zero, you got Frosty.
Good calls.
Who knows you?
You're a shocker.
Although if she really knew me, it would be at least a double and maybe a Baconator. Still, she hasn't murdered me in my sleep yet, so I'm grateful for that. That day will come.
She didn't pick me up a spicy chicken sandwich or anything?
Nope. It would be cold by the time you got here anyway.
It's fast food. I'm not expecting much out of it.
Hey, there's the 4th sapling. I have to collect seeds again. More shrew killing. The shrew killing's okay because it helps with the beast slayer deed.
I don't know what that means.
I know, honey. Thanks for feeding me.
You gotta feed me.
You're not full of popcorn and hot dogs?
No, it's in
Cryos, if you hit C to open up your character menu, then click on the hobby,
And as you
that'll show your
recall,
fishing level.
as you witnessed at the Village West game, do I have time to
Which I
eat?
can demonstrate now. Oop, I hit.
You know what you're doing.
Where's our hobby tab? Yeah, I'm fighting a shrew, honey.
You're not calling me a shrew, are you?
No. I would never call you a shrew. You're always the queen of the harpies. It's completely different. Anyway, hobby tab, and then it'll show you this bar. If the bar is blue, that means that you can still advance your fishing skill today. If the bar is yellow, that means you've gotten 10 points of fishing, and we'll have to wait till tomorrow to advance your fishing skill again. I have 91 out of 200, so I can actually make... I've got Journeyman Angler. What's next? Expert Angler? That's probably right.
And Cryos, I think it's been 200 ever since they started it, because it really hasn't changed much at all.
Despite our efforts to start rumors to the contrary.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think there used to be like baits that might have affected your fishing, but they phased those out to make it a bit simpler for everybody. I mean, baits would have been pretty cool because in another game that I played, they kind of use like different kinds of baits. One bait will increase rare fish drops. Another one will increase, crafted fish drops. Another one will increase the drop of, of a different item that's not fish.
Now, they did have fish bait at one time and actually removed it from the game. Is that correct?
I believe you are correct. Yep.
I have a interesting situation in that I'm considered a 9 and almost 10-year player. Let me make sure this portrait's up to date here. Custom character portrait. Yeah, I have the 9-year checked. I actually just started playing at LOTRO regularly about 5 years ago. I came back to the game in about 2011, maybe early 2012. But I had been given a beta invite because of subscribing to an earlier game that I won't mention, Asheron's called. And I'm still using the account that I was using for beta. So Turbine was kind enough to consider me a 9-year player. I'm like the world's most experienced noob or something. Just don't let the Frosty melt. That's good advice. We'll start with the Frosty. It'll sustain me.
In the 21st Hall, there are 2 quests that you can repeat. One of them is like the new Devilry. The other one is... the treasury or something, whatever it is. And from that quest you get some items and you can trade those in for these chests, and one of them is called a chest of chance. Now there's a possible chance from that chest that you can get a red wiggler, which I believe was one of the baits. Unfortunately that bait, it doesn't do anything at this point, but you could still technically get the red wiggler item.
Oh. 5:45. We're discussing what time to get up tomorrow since we have to be in Waverly, Nebraska by about 8 a.m. We can show up later if you want. We can roll in about 9:30, but we might miss the pancake feed. Thank you for looking up the Red Wiggler quest, Singer.
Oh, I didn't look it up. I just knew it offhand.
Okay.
Because I'm a nerd.
Nuh-uh, you're super cool and stuff.
Yeah, I know, right?
Personal shout out to Zinger.
Mrs.
Hey,
Mustafa
Mrs.
says
Mustafa.
hello. Singer says hello back.
Hey, Mrs. Mustafa.
Can we get
I'm
some
ready for
Mrs.
my
Mustafa
glamour
hype in
shots.
chat? Yeah. Singer wants you to do some glamour shots for him.
Make me all bedazzled and everything. Is she backing out of the room slowly now? I'm sorry.
No, she's a wife. She just ignores everything I tell her anyway. It's all good. So now she's walking around singing. We could have used her a little while ago.
There you go.
She could have been the musical interlude while we were singing to trees. Alright, let's see where the heck I am. Over here. I need to go over here to get stones. And the mountain full of orcs is clear over here. Alright, let's go collect stones. That's going to be just about straight east. We will ride a swift horse. Or at least the swiftest horse I can find in my collection at the moment.
Because clearly you have to travel halfway across Lothlorien to find the stones.
Exactly. There's no rocks anywhere else. Thank you for that hype, Hunzy.
I thought I'd try and contribute.
Has it increased since Mirkwood? Oh,
that was
the fishing
that was the
question?
fishing thing, yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of buzz about Quartermaster U talking about maybe taking fishing skill to 500 and then adding a bunch of fishing skill buffs.
Like a timed quest to fish the ring out of Mount Doom before it dissolves.
Mm-hmm. Then you can play Creepside as Sauron if you successfully fish the ring out of the lava. That's pretty tight.
Yeah, that's in, you know, I'm sure there would be no lore purists that would object to that.
I don't see how they could object, actually. Well, now where the hell am I?
I'm still trying to fish in the Black Lake.
The Black Pool is terrific fishing. That is a great, great place to wet a line. Now that's interesting. This looks like a cutover that never got opened up. Every once in a while you'll find areas like this in a zone that look like they might lead to someplace else. And then if they added another zone over there, they could just come in, remove that rubble, and voila, there's your pathway to the next area. Oh, I'm going to have to fight this cat. He's standing too close to my ore. Hopefully that's the gateway for the new North Mirkwood expansion.
Yeah, every quest is singing the trees.
Just imagine a whole northern Mirkwood full of trees that need sung to. That would truly be epic. Get my acoustic guitar and harmonica and walk around northern Mirkwood asking the trees, how does it feel?
Why are you being Bob Dylan?
Because Bob Dylan rocks. I was just telling the stream how much you love Bob Dylan. She said gross as she's walking away. Well, I'm just excited. I hope that Standing Stone Games can devote the extra time and resources to expanding fishing that Warner Brothers seemed hesitant to allow them to use. Stones and pork chops. Should be plenty of both here. It was a much bigger scoop of Frosty than I was intending to grab. I can't fight that pig, he's protected. You are not protected.
Hey, Jet.
Chet, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Bring blossoms to Mariel. Wecat Andistel. It's a lot of blossoms to deliver. In fact, I think we'll do the blossom delivery right now. I turned in-game music on. I haven't really heard any in-game music this whole time. Which is good because it doesn't interrupt my singing Bob Dylan, because I know you guys all like that best. Gonna get some teriyaki. Be back soon. Have fun, my friend. I couldn't tell if Jet was trying to say teriyaki beef or he just typed an extra B in the be back soon. You on red salt this week or is Maiden back this week? Could be both, could be neither. I guess that's kind of up to All Up and Maiden. Happy to help out if they need me or want me, but I think All Up was talking about maybe hanging with Gamer Gramp, which could be cool. Maiden might be back, and they may not need me, so we'll see. I'll put a list of questions together and shoot it off to All Up like I did last week, and if they end up using them, great. And if I get to participate again, that's totally cool. I had a good time. Although I went back and listened to a little bit of the replay, I think I did a lot of talking. I'm kind of prone to doing a lot of talking anyway. But,
That's all good.
well, if All Up feels like he couldn't get a word in edgewise, he might be like, yeah, we'll have anybody but Big Ed back on to help out with the show. So we'll see. Well, enjoy the teriyaki, Jet. I have discovered Imlad Lelith.
May the stars of Elbereth shine upon you. Hail, stranger.
Finish
If you
banquet
are rested,
preparations.
I have a request of you.
I had begun to wonder if you would not wish to be part of the
Lord
first crossing.
Kalangas boat.
Welcome to Lorien. May I have a
Circles
word
of
with you?
silence.
Hail, stranger.
Light
If you are
lanterns.
rested, I have a request of you.
Well, I don't think we'll pop across to Mirkwood quite yet. Mirkwood was actually exciting, and that would kind of break the theme of the stream so far tonight. Somebody else needs a bouquet. Oh, I knocked it right off of the quest tracker. lizards. What am I looking for? Form from formless, birchwood and stone. That's ready to turn in. There it is. Even my quest tracker's full. 5 quests, that's fine. What am I not going to do right away? Light lanterns. Good news, Zinger. Singing to saplings is ready to turn in again, so you don't have to sing. You can rest your throat.
Whew.
Although you need to know your beautiful melodiousness is welcome anytime.
Well, thank you.
What were you going to say, Hunzi?
I said, I bet he feels lucky.
He is lucky. Somebody down here must need a bouquet of flowers. It's driving me nuts. I don't see a quest ring. Alright, I guess we're going to Mirkwood. It's the easiest way to get out of the water at this point. Hello, Mirkwood. I will be back for you later. I was at least hoping it would ding a quest. A discovery?
That's only South Mirkwood, isn't it?
Yep. Enjoyed the show. I think you guys pulled it off nicely. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it, Krylus. We had pretty good viewership. I think we're up to 26, 27 people at one point, which just to hear me and All Up blathering about nonsense, I thought that was pretty good turnout. Oh, that's driving me crazy. Don't board the boat. I think it keeps changing the quest guide focus on me. I have it set for the I can't read that. Where I'm supposed to deliver bouquets of flowers. And it keeps just automatically switching me over, pointing me towards Mirkwood. It's extra frustrating because, frankly, I wish I was going to Mirkwood, but I'm not done with Lothlorien yet.
Well, you can always drop them out of your quest tracker, you know?
Well, I suppose. We'll just make it work. Knowing is half the battle.
I'm not sure if there's a UI setting, Ed, where you are able to tick or untick for auto quests to pop up in that region. That might be why.
And now that I think about it, I don't know if Big Ed's even been to the capital yet. Might be where it's pointing him now. I can't get in yet. It's still rep gated. Can't get in that way. So that's a good question. Still working on acquaintance.
Make of Onnen.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this Frosty's pretty good.
Are you one of those that likes to dip their fries in their Frosty?
And then I generally just dip my fries in ketchup. But as Mrs. Mustafa intimated earlier, I'm generally more of a chili or two sandwiches kind of guy. I don't mind French fries, but they're not usually my first choice. Somebody up here needs a bouquet of flowers. These are for
Servants
you.
of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien. The Galadrim will need your aid.
Galadrim will
Lord
have
and
my
Lady
aid.
have need of your services.
The shadow of Karathras and the darkness beneath looms over the golden wood. The lidless eye turns upon Lothlorien, but he cannot yet see us.
We'll pop over the next flat just to make sure I'm not missing any quests.
I think Gussie dislikes you for tempting her with frozen treats.
Sorry, Gussie. Got me to lie to you and tell you it's not that good.
Galadrim will need your aid.
Wow, my quest slots are all full. That's pretty awesome. Didn't think I had that many quests. Let's see if I got anything I can dump. Ever swim's a good place. Of course, those are all ready to turn in. That's a good one to drop.
The Galathrene will need your aid. A shadow falls beyond LOTRO, against which we must be prepared.
We'll try the skirmish. It's not an easy quest.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
So this quote-unquote skirmish that you're doing now is probably like prototype skirmishes since they didn't come until Mercury.
Yep.
This was like the first defensive skirmish out there.
Early tech.
Mm-hmm.
As well as early flower picking. Don't they know I just want to sing to trees and be left alone? A pox upon the foul orcs.
Essence of Orc.
Essence of Orc. 60% of the time it works every time. Made with bits of real orc.
Howdy, howdy, Mishibog.
Hi, Mishi. Hey, we did it. That is exciting.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
You're awesome.
I feel awesome. Thanks. Come on, everybody in chat, say hi to Mishibug. Don't leave her hanging like that. Hunzi was the only one who responded. Everybody say hi to Mishibug. There we go. Way to show the love, you guys. Were you soaking in palm olive, Gussie Moose?
She has to wash her hands off after that Moose Fight Club. I mean, what Fight Club? There's no talking about Fight Club. Moose
No Fight Club.
I think Gussie would do great in Fight Club.
Is it March when the birthdays take over?
When the birthdays take over?
Yeah, because I thought I'd already been playing for 2 years now, in November, but I haven't got my 2-year frame.
Oh,
Unless there's no 2-year frame.
It's April, I believe, is when the anniversary comes around.
So April I get my 2-year frame.
Yeah, or it's, you know, it's whenever they turn on the anniversary event.
Okay.
But by the sounds of it, it sounds like there's going to be a new anniversary event of some kind. Which makes sense. I mean, 10 years is a pretty big deal. LOTRO launched on April 24th, 2007.
I've scouted Drumidal. I am awesome. Oh, Mishi's in Lorien too. Yeah, for those of you who joined the stream late, I'm actually on Crick Hollow tonight. We've been singing to trees, killing some orcs, collecting stones.
But were the stones standing or not?
Floating.
Floating? Okay.
Floating stones.
I guess that's better than them being ominous stones like they are in Central Gondor.
Or omnivorous stones, that would be bad.
Indeed. Mishi is also on Crick.
Oh, okay, cool. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't run past each other at some point. Be sure to wave hello. I am happy to say I've also dusted off my champion on Arkenstone. Galadriel has been out wandering around a bit. I've got her finishing Limelight Gorge. I think dinking around with a couple of other minor things, but at least I found an excuse to play her while I'm waiting for the update.
Oh, it sounds like we do have 19.3 coming out on Monday.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep, it's, you know, I know it has the housing and stuff. I forget what else it has, honestly.
Do you get a super rare fish if you stand on a standing stone while fishing? Yes, as far as you know, that's a thing.
And I put a link to the release notes and for those interested in checking it out.
Thank you, Zinger.
Looks like just it's a pretty decent quality of life update. I know another big thing for some of the flower pickers was that the files are now bound to account instead of character.
Oh, that's good. Hello, orcs.
Interesting. I didn't hear about this during Bola or anything. That the exterior of the lecture hall has been removed in Bree. That's the one that they built for the Felton Professor.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently some people weren't as pleased with it because it has a Gondorian appearance on the outside, so it kind of stuck out in the middle of Bree.
Oh, okay.
I suppose that's why they removed the. It's still there, but I guess they just made it a door instead. They didn't make it stick out as much.
Thank you for that update, Zinger.
And back to you, Ed.
I guess we can plug the scrolling banner at the top of the screen. If you want to keep up to date on all of the latest, greatest LOTRO news, be sure to check out podcasts at LOTROplayers.com and LOTROreporter.com. They're fun to download, and you can listen to them when you're stuck at work in the office, like I often am. Always fun to listen to, and all the latest, greatest info and the goings on around Middle Earth, and player events, and what's on sale, and you can hear our friend Terry Adwin complain about the color yellow.
And overpowered furballs.
And overpowered furballs. Last week's episode, they just had Stina on as a guest host.
Yippers.
That was super fun. Be sure to go catch that if you haven't heard it yet. You can download previous episodes, and somewhere at some time they actually broadcast live too. I've made it to some of the live broadcasts before, and now I don't remember where. Did I actually get all 6 crates? No, I did not. Collect contents from crates, 5 of 6. I must have killed the berserker so I could loot this crate and then walked away and didn't loot this crate. Glad I caught that before I got all the way down the mountain.
Yeah, I believe on Saturdays that LOTRO Players records live every Saturday night. And then for LOTRO Academy, they record live for their last show of the month.
Well, and they get some pretty important guests on there from time to time. I know Cordovan's been on a number of times. And, you know, if you actually watch the broadcast live, they'll take questions from Chad. It's your opportunity to, if Cordovan happens to be on there, to be able to ask him questions directly. Oh, this is going to frustrate me, Zinger. Why can't I find the last crate to finish this? Or maybe I did get all the crates in here, and it's a crate outside of here I didn't get.
I mean, for that quest, I think all the crates are pretty much just inside.
Yeah, I'm looking at 6 or 7 crates, and the Marauder again. Must be a different crate quest from outside. Like I'm fond of saying, anytime you're killing orcs in Middle Earth, you're doing the right thing.
It might be just outside the gate. I don't remember, honestly.
And all bearkin, Terry's very best. She would enjoy that, I'm sure.
No, I still haven't seen her stream.
Terry? You're probably asleep. I think she streams later. She was streaming on Sunday evenings pretty regularly.
Oh, so terrible.
Yeah, she streams on. Well, I mean, there's the girls. The girls' channel on Super New that they stream every other Monday, I think, or something like that, or every other Sunday, actually. But as for personal streams, I'm sure people are busy and stuff like that, so sometimes they can't always stream when they want to. Yeah, Girls in Middle Earth. I couldn't think of the name at the time.
Oh, okay. Maven and Sanswinder are regulars on that stream. I think I've seen Eldolith on it once or twice.
Yep, and CableNet and others. Yep.
There's the crate I'm looking for. Boy, is that annoying.
So do you have a betting pool going on at work for the Super Bowl thing?
Not really. We used to have
one for lunch or something.
No, not even any lunch bets. We had a security guard who used to be really good at organizing all of the office gambling, but he's since moved on to better things. So he used to handle all of the NCCA tournament pool sheets and stuff like that, bowl brackets, and
I know there was one year in college where I randomly entered one of the March Madness things. Like, I know nothing about basketball. I don't watch it. I just entered it just for fun.
yeah.
I don't know if there were like 30 or 40 of us, and I ended up winning the thing, so that was good. It was just complete guesses all across the board.
That's usually how it works. It's the guys who really think they've got some insight that they'll end up just getting 22,000 morale. I'm a guardian, I can take him, right? Shouldn't be a problem. Normally I wouldn't stop to kill this guy, but he'll probably have a flake of mithril on him that I don't really need for anything. So I thought it was important to stop and fight.
I thought you were just tenderizing your dinner.
I'm watching my dinner melt and or get cold while I'm fighting this dude. This is kind of good test of will. How long can Big Ed Mustafa go without breaking down and ignoring the game completely while he eats his Wendy's? Not have any crates to swipe. No weapon racks to empty yet. Good, we'll continue moving on. Yep.
Perhaps the single most important patch note for Monday is Jagger Jack is no longer T-posing in Chetwood.
That is good to know.
Finally, there's Jagger Jack where you can go off without a hitch.
Hey, there's my mithril flake, just like I was hoping. Arkuth Falug. Hi, Narshrid. I am in Farrenhole in Lothlorien. There's a mountain full of orcs here. I am trimming them one by one. Or 2 by 2 occasionally. And a special VIP reward horse for the anniversary.
Well, I mean, that's for being VIP.
Oh, just for being VIP.
Yep.
VIP does have its rewards. I'm a little surprised it says there's still 2 areas I haven't scouted. I wonder where they are. No banned words allowed. Hi, Crazy Eddie. It's a short time out. Gulagrok.
I don't know whether Zinger drank my coffee or whether my coffee's got a hole on the top of the cup. But it's empty. I will be back.
All right. And there's Gazboosh. Grr. Arg. I have learnt the black speech of the orcs.
It's good to learn the language of the land.
Exactly.
They won't think you're just some snobby tourist.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady? The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
The orcs of Mars stir, and shadows creep out from the depths.
Oh, I'm on that side of the mountain. Wait, I still don't know for sure.
I suppose it's not a good thing that I'm almost
What
level
business
100 on
have
my
you with the
warden.
Lord and Lady?
And I'm still making a combination of like 1, 2, and 3 that don't exist in their eyes.
You probably want to play your warden more than once a month so you can remember the gambits better. It's entirely up to you, I'm just saying.
And I just don't have that like analytical mind to figure out like all these mastery things and the right combination of the masteries and whatever.
If Talarian's here, he should be able to help. Or I put him to sleep singing to trees too.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
Alright, Tularian, come over here and play my warden for me.
Just for a few hours.
Troubles lie on all borders of Lothlorien.
I will play almost
You
any
aid
other
us,
class for you
the
other
free
than
peoples muster their
our
strength,
lore master.
but so too do the allies of Mordor.
You don't like Lore Master?
It's
Carry a
not-
moment and speak with me.
I mean, you know, I don't guess I don't really mind. It's just
The Lord
I
and
have
Lady
other
have need of your
classes that I
services.
prefer over Lord Master.
Okay.
It's probably at the bottom.
I was just playing my Lore Master a night or two ago, too.
Yeah, I have one around
A
65. I
shadow
just
falls
haven't
beyond
played her in a long
Lothlorien,
time.
against which we must be
I gotta
prepared.
get back to playing more alts this year, so.
Well, you locked into your burglar on Brandywine pretty good. I can't believe you're already at level cap. Nicely done.
Yeah, I must say, like leveling the bird was probably one of my favorite leveling experiences I might have had in the game, just because it's different from everything else. I would say, like, you know, the whole stealth mechanic really adds a whole new level to, you know, even just questing.
Well, I've found the burglar to be very enjoyable just from a bit of a challenge standpoint, since you have to approach so many things differently.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. I think this is somebody I know. I figured we might run into each other, Mishi Bug. Good hunting out here. I still have more flowers to deliver. Defeat enemies. What do you think, Zinger? Should I run the mountain again or go do something else?
Whatever you want.
I don't know what I want to do.
And yes, Bella, that's pretty much exactly what I'm doing. And hello.
Bellandora has the key to playing Wardens. Just mash buttons.
I mean, my weapons are also over 20 levels below. Maybe that's why I'm having some trouble too.
That will slow you down. You should ask Alabenya to craft some new weapons for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm hilarious, I know it. Honey, would you mind cutting my food into bite-sized pieces and feeding me by hand? I'm just kidding.
Too hot for Twitch.
Singer's afraid it might be too erotic. It could be against Twitch's terms of service.
How was the shake? Is it done?
No, I've still got a little bit left in the bottom. If there's a Japanese version of Twitch out there, they'd probably allow me to be fed on stream.
food fetishes come first. Gameplay comes second on that one.
I am going to have to start sorting out my loot here shortly. Destroy that. Don't really need that. Don't really need that. And that's probably good enough for now. Deathman says we just described his favorite Japanese game show.
Can't disagree with that. I always wondered what the elf trophies were that are in these crates, like participation ribbons from Elf's Youth Soccer League, or what the hell's going on here. I like crates of elf trophies. It's true, Bellandora. I have a much wider definition of appropriate and inappropriate than some of the other LOTRO stream team members. Oh, really?
I think so. Oh, we'll use the charge function just for fun. You charge, you can close ranks with the target really fast, which is a good way for guardians to get up close to archers. And then if you hit them with a shield attack after a charge, it stuns them automatically. Can be handy once in a while. I forget to use it though.
Yeah, it works nicely when paired with an AoE skill.
Yeah, you have a Guardian or two that you play pretty regularly, don't you, Zinger?
Yeah, some I regular. I mean, I jump around also a lot, and I've been playing the Berg a lot. But yes, I do have a couple of Guardians that I do play fairly regularly. I mostly stick around red line two-handed, even though a lot of people don't seem to like it quite as much anymore because they got hit with the nerfs like a little while ago. Which they probably deserve, but all good.
It's a little bit like Blue Line Hunter. You just kind of need to play the way you like to play and then wait for the devs to come around and fix it so you're Uber.
Yep. I mean, I would have been fine with everyone just sticking with red, but apparently everyone else jumped up on the blue train.
You're a trendsetter, both in fashion and in hunter play.
And don't forget my wondrous vocal melodies.
Yep.
La, 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 la.
It's a lovely singing voice. Nobody's questioning that.
I'm sorry to all the viewers that you just lost on that one.
That's the beauty of singing on my stream, nobody was really watching anyway. Oh, Big Ed's streaming, I feel so sorry for him. We'll log in and say hi and then go watch Barnaby Jones.
In that case, I apologize to all of the YouTube viewers who are watching this later, who just reported the video after hearing me sing. Please feel free to leave comments, giving suggestions on my singing abilities and lack thereof.
Maybe if you tried something more contemporary like Uptown Funk or something.
What's that? Uptown Girl? What?
That is a Billy Joel classic, according to some people.
Uptown Girl. She's been living in an uptown world.
It's an ongoing source of friction between myself and Maiden of Rohan. I was critiquing her selection of Billy Joel songs when I had song requests on one night. She took it rather personally.
And while they might have started it, I enjoy keeping the fire lit on that one.
That's your job, Zingers, to pour gas on the fire.
I get to start the fire. But I enjoy seeing it burning while it's burning. Well, there goes the bomb down. Sorry. Hopefully I'm better though than that one guy that randomly joined your party or whatever and started singing on stream. The karaoke guy.
Oh.
Was that you? Or was
Yeah, that was
Olive?
me. What was that dude's name? In fact, I was laughing. Somebody told me they ran into him randomly on Arkenstone. That was pretty funny. He wanted to sing for us, so he kept calling out song requests. And much to everybody's disgust and dismay, I kept encouraging him. Until he finally got frustrated and left.
Speech may be a freedom, boys and girls, but it doesn't mean you have to sing it.
Looks like Mishibug and I are practically running through here side by side at the moment. It's a warrior, not a smith.
Are you seeing who can scale them out first? Get a piece of that Astro Crag.
I didn't quite catch that, Singer.
That's okay. I was making a Nickelodeon reference that you old people probably don't get.
That's true. Anything Thundercats or newer, I don't get. Every once in a while I'll run into somebody who's about 8 years younger than me and they'll be like, Thundercats, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, Thundercats was the most awesomest cartoon ever. And it's like, if it came after He-Man, I probably never saw it. And I don't need any more Smiths to kill. So we'll keep on trucking. It's like the server heard me say I don't need to kill any more Smiths, so it put one in my inevitable path.
Yeah, I was in the early mid-90s generation of Nick, so shows like Doug was my thing.
Cool. Oh, would you be kind enough to post a link to the Maiden tweet about her complaining about me complaining about her music? Because that's pretty funny.
I sure just gotta find it.
Just because Maiden's not around this week doesn't mean we can't mock her and make fun of her. You know, out of love and stuff.
You do mean the one with the video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Where you put the big Ed beard on her.
I couldn't remember. She made one.
No, did she?
No, I don't think she did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only saw yours if she did.
I think that should be it.
And press the good one, not his crappy songs. You have poor music taste. Wah.
Yeah, that's it. I find that highly amusing.
It's almost like you were looking at a mirror image of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, the shame of it is she looks really handsome from the neck down. I don't know what happened to the top of her.
I do not know either. I'm trying to remember. I think that was you when you were in the server room or something like that. You
Oh yeah.
Some image of you.
I put that picture up of I was standing next to about 8 or 10 EMC VMAX boxes, and I posted the picture along with a note that said something about they finally got the new storage at the Turbine Data Center for all of my fishing trophies, I think was what it was. That's a classic Big Ed tweet if you haven't seen it. Ooh, there's a banner here to burn. Crate of stolen elf trophies. 3rd place, Mathletes. There's a troll to kill. Nakurs didn't make it.
So you guys having any kind of party or whatever for the bowl?
We are meeting a bunch of friends at a giant sports bar, so nobody has to clean up after the game.
Dave and Buster's?
Nope. We have a Dave and Buster's here in town. They have really deplorably bad food. Omaha has a ton of restaurants, so whenever a new chain comes to town, they have a hard time hiring any talent. It's usually like cooks who have been fired by every other restaurant in town. So new chains, when they open up, generally aren't very good to start out with. If they stick around long enough, eventually it'll all even out. But,
well, as long as the arcade machines are working, that's really all that matters there.
I don't remember if we have a lot of good anything to play either. About the time you figure out you're paying $1.75 for each game of skee-ball, it's like, I don't know if I want to play skee-ball that bad.
Oh, I love skee-ball.
I love skee-ball too.
I mean, I wouldn't pay $1.25 for it, but...
It's crazy how anything even remotely amusing is getting price-wise. I took my nephew bowling last Sunday. My niece and Mrs. Mustafa went shopping instead. So we were just looking for something for the guys to go do. 3 games, 2 shoe rentals, 2 players, $32 to bowl for an hour.
Ouch.
Yeah. Makes all the money I piss away on video games seem downright reasonable.
You might as well have like paid 10 children to, you know, go stand outside in a bowling fashion and, you know, roll something at them.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
I don't know why I chose children on that one.
Yeah, it was an odd choice. Plus, some judge somewhere would decide I needed to pay the minimum wage and I'd owe them $15 an hour for standing around and letting me roll stuff at them. There we go. I just wanted to tag that one orc smith.
How did you bowl though?
Thanks, Mishi Bug, for letting... Oh, I stomped my nephew. Mishi Bug let me tap in on one of the orcs.
How nice.
That was the last one I needed. I can go turn in a bunch more quests. Yeah, I show that poor kid no mercy. When he was like 8 or 9, I was playing him at, I think it was Chinese checkers or something, and I posted a video or a Facebook photo of him looking all sad because I stomped him. He always brings the smack talk, though. I gotta give him credit. No matter how many times I put him in his place, he keeps coming at me.
Builds character.
Where are these orcs going? I can't be coming down here. I got quests to turn in.
What news from abroad?
Let the elves fight for their lives.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
That warning's a little late.
Hey, druids.
Druid's fire, howdy. Inventory management, you got that right.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
Then stupid Standing Stone Games won't sell me any more pack slots. I've bought all that I can.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
I heard the nachos are good here.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
The nachos. And what else did I tick? Defender of Lothlorien. Oh, good. That was good for LOTRO points.
The orcs of Moria stir, and shadows creep up from the depths.
And there's my rep, so I can finally get into the city.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which...
This just goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you keep killing orcs, good things will happen for you.
Unless you yourself are an orc.
Yes.
Unless that gets you promoted, then, you know, might as well.
That's true. Plus, if you are an orc, you're either in Sauron's camp or Saruman's camp, and they're usually rivals.
The question is, are you wearing your Essence of Orc?
My Essence of Orc cologne made with real bits of orc.
That's
it. Of course. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Made in the depths of Isengard.
The Galadhrim will need your aid. Will you aid the Galadhrim?
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must be prepared. The Lord and Lady have need of your services.
Tacos sound great. Alright, Frosty away. There's the mountain. was quite the drop.
So Ed, when are you doing that 24-hour inventory management stream?
Pretty much every day. That's like an ongoing thing.
Seems like a downhill battle for you at this point.
It does.
Hint, hint, stand in stone. Sell us more shared storage space and bag space.
Yeah, I must admit I'm having that same issue at the moment.
We will buy it.
Okay, no quest turn-ins here. That's okay. Need to go south-southwest.
I think Gus is concerned about the allies you need to reforge.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
Fortunately, you can get in the city now, so you should be good. Although I guess, you know, most camps that there do have forge masters.
Yeah, I just needed to get that extra tier of rep. Now I should be good to go. Reforge hype. Well, the good news is, Elder James, you passed Gussie Moose's loyalty test. God is my witness, Gussie Moose, I will get these weapons reforged. Actually, there should be a camp right here. That's the skirmish camp.
The age of the elves has ended.
I'm sorry. Did you need
And this is the part of the stream where Big Ed stares intently at his crap and tries to figure out what to sell.
Gotta make room for fishing.
Exactly. And remember out there, boys and girls, if it's gorgeous, you can sell it. It's not a task item. Not every broken item is not a task item, but broken clubs are not a task item. So my advice is just take the money. And the Hobbitses gave us a big pile of copper scraps.
Yeah, I understand that like maybe they leave some of the text on the pop-ups for the items, like the item may be turned into a task in case it eventually becomes a task item, but like for lower level items that they're never going to add a task for, I think they should just, you know, if they can just knock off that text, that would be a-okay.
That would be a-okay. And remember, you should do all of your task turn-ins every day. It's just plain good for you. Relic Master.
What can I do for you?
Let's deconstruct that. And where's that Forge Master? This is for you, Gussie. I love shield smash damage. And all my slots have a legendary in them. On Galadriel, my champion on Arkenstone, I even bought the last 4 item slots. I've never done that on another character.
What can I do for you today?
They do appear to be on sale this week, so.
Oh. Yeah, I'll jump right on that.
Don't mock me.
Greetings to you.
Room temperature cheeseburger.
Oh, nice.
It's as awful as it sounds, but if you're hungry enough, you don't care.
I think I did see someone earlier in the week on Twitch on the IRL channel. They went out and got like 7 different burgers, and they had a contest, or no, they had like a challenge to see if they could identify each burger. 'Cause Twitch.
If you're not having fun, then make up something fun. That's my motto. It's the ladies' rest. Taco today, taco tomorrow. I like your thinking, Druid's Fire. Hey, Arcast, welcome.
Tacos in the morning, tacos in the evening, tacos at supper time. Once again, I apologize.
You're fine. I think everybody appreciated that musical interlude while I'm riding off to wherever I'm riding off to.
I think it fit.
Karis Galadin? I'm probably close on that. I try to be good with the pronunciations, but I don't have some fancy book club like Gussie Moose, so I just do the best I can.
Oh, I see a ninth pawn.
Hey, Ninth Pawn, how's it going?
Hey, ninth.
We were all just talking about how lucky Ninth Pawn is because even though she's away on vacation, Maiden of Rohan was still thinking of him. That's one of my 3 rules, Deathman. Good streaming requires eating on camera, fishing, and crafting.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must
They are the Mustafa
What
tenants.
news from abroad?
It's why I am so wildly successful. Oh, just walking through that gate was worth 10 Lotro points. Who knew?
They got 25% off Metro coins too.
I'm doing jazz hands in excitement. You can't see them, but I swear I'm doing them.
I never doubted it. Tulane Galadrim. Or Tulane Galadrim.
Just throw some throat clearing noises in there, and I'm sure you'll get it.
How can I be of service?
Hello, Big Ed. How's it going?
Good, Ninth Pawn. Thanks for popping into chat, and hello to Technical 13. I have my Coke Zero right here, Tech. Don't worry, I'm on it, bud.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, Zinger.
How are you doing today?
I'm alright, and you?
Can't complain.
Oh, that's just because you're not trying hard enough.
That's true.
No, normally it's because nobody will listen.
Well, I can't complain because Ed's right here, and I don't want to do it in front of him. I'd rather do it behind his back.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
Ninth Pawn. Ed really sucks. I hate watching his stream.
Oh my gosh, Hansi, why would you say that?
I would break down crying. I'm nothing if not extremely sensitive.
He wept like a little girl when watching the last episode of Golden Girls.
No matter how many times I watch it, I cry like Nancy Kerrigan.
The same way I wept watching the last episode of Seinfeld.
Actually, Deathman, Maiden's called me a lot of things. Many of them I won't repeat on the LOTRO stream, but I don't think she's called me a stalker yet.
Yeah, that'd be too nice for you.
Oh, I want to put that helm away. I'm keeping that armor from Forakel for cosmetics. I'm trying to remember. I might have the rest of the pieces in my housing chest. Alright, most of this stuff gets shipped off to alts, and I don't have room for the rest of it anyway, so we'll keep the stream rolling along.
Now, when it comes to crafting and inventory management, are those two interchangeable in your regularly stream schedule?
I think I do better at crafting than inventory management. I don't think I'm a completely incompetent boobtard when it comes to crafting. I might be giving myself too much credit, but I'm not sure. In fact, that's why I came back to grab that Kazad Skarn, so I can go do some crafting and then we'll do some fishing.
Hi, Gussie Moose.
Oop, wrong ladder.
Gussie, that doesn't sound creepy at all. I look up from the stove and I watch you. As her mouth is salivating. Honey, could you be a dear and step into my oven and clean it for me?
Gussie Moose is kind of the female equivalent of Herbert from Family Guy. Well, hello, Ninth Pawn. I've got a nice shiny quarter in my pocket if you just want to reach in and grab it for yourself.
Where's that shriek?
You should just put on this Grey Company Ranger's costume and then let's go down into the basement. Gussie Moose, that's not right. You know how young and impressionable Ninth Pawn is. Okay, ancient steel, elf ingots. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that done. We'll just knock out a couple of ancient iron ingots and then I can say I crafted on stream. That's the important thing.
Actually, Ed is pretty good with that voice, but the best person I've heard with that voice is Bloodborne, believe it or not.
I have heard Bloodborne do it. He's pretty good, and Mortumbra actually nailed it one night. And the shame of it was I think there was only me and him and maybe a couple of other people in the stream. And I made some joke about, I wonder if Herbert has any popsicles in his freezer. And Mort just came out with the voice and nailed it. I was like, wow, that was really good.
Yeah, I haven't heard Mort do it, so I couldn't compare, but Bloods was pretty good.
Speaking of Mort, I believe he said that if he reaches 500 followers this week, he'll do a 24-hour stream. He recently reached 400 the other day, so I believe he has at least a 12-hour stream scheduled. But, you know, he put up that challenge for anyone, so if you're not following Mort, make sure to go follow him.
Welcome to Lothlorien.
Yeah, or it might have been a 72-hour stream. I think Gus is right.
Technical thinks I'm too good with Herbert the Pervert. I've tried using it in real life, but Mrs. Mustafa never falls for it. I need a supplier. Downstairs, maybe. This is the most awkward crafting hall in the entire game. There's a supplier.
My services are devoted to the fall of the enemy.
Khazad Tin.
Mort does have a DX racer now, so I think he could do at least a 96-hour stream and be fine.
Yeah, he's trying to go legit, isn't he?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
But it's good for him. I think he has, you know, it's probably good. I don't know if he has some back problems or something like that. And I know he talked about maybe even getting one for work or something like that because he does a lot of sitting at work. It sounds ergonomically good, albeit perhaps a bit pricey for some.
Oh, and I've talked to Maiden before, too. She can't sit for very long, which is kind of a shame. I think if she could do 5 or 6 hours of streaming when she had the time, that she'd probably be growing even faster. But if you can't sit, you can't sit.
She needs one of those like standing desks she could stream from.
That wouldn't work. Those are normally tilted and all of her culvers would just slide right off onto the floor. You need something flat you can rest snacks on. I need 4 of those and I only have 2. I can fix that. Hunzinator, thank you for filling in for Gussie for making the snort noises. It's much appreciated. Adds an extra sense of authenticity to the chat. Sit or stand.
That's the desks that raise up and down.
Yeah. I don't know if I have what I need to make Khazad steel. I might be able to do the large. I do.
Although if there was a streamer standing, they might not have an excuse to get their wife to get them some more Coke Zero.
That's true. I have to figure out the best setup for streaming from a completely horizontal resting position, flat on my back.
Hook everything to the ceiling. Hope it doesn't, all follow down all on you.
Exactly.
Though that would make for some pretty great viewership.
Me getting hit in the face by stuff falling off my ceiling.
Yeah, take one for the team.
Yep. Hi, Meg. Somebody's eating cheeseburgers and crafting on LOTRO stream, so you know it's got to be Big Ed Mustafa. The rest of the team has too much integrity to make this lousy of a stream. Meg had her first Coke Zero the other day. He needed the caps.
Hey, Meg.
I've been saving up my Coke Rewards points and turning them in for the GameStop $10 gift cards. I'll probably eventually have enough to get a PlayStation 4 Pro and a PSVR headset. If they didn't limit you to only being able to turn in 75 points a week, I'd probably already have bought all that stuff.
And Meg, Santa Ed is back up in the North Pole, of course, watching over the boys and girls of the world.
With his Christmas beard.
Trying to avoid, police intervention.
I actually misread Mrs. Mustafa. She said she didn't like the beard. I shaved it off, and then it turns out she just didn't like it because it was attached to my face, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
Aww.
Aww.
So the limit is 75 a week.
Your beard is gross.
Couldn't say it again.
Your beard is gross.
Thanks, honey.
Oh wait, do I have too many Coke Zeros?
There's no such thing as too many Coke Zeros. That's just crazy talk.
Are you done with the burger?
No, I'm still working on the burger, and then I'll tackle the chili.
Okay.
That's why they call it Coke Zero. I have 0 left. I need more.
Exactly. That is
crack
real.
the code.
For those of you who don't do a lot of crafting, I'm actually working on some emblems to turn in for Metalsmith Guild Rep credit. As you unlock your guild reputation, it opens up more and more guild recipes to you for legendary items and special items and bulk recipes where you can make stuff en masse without having to do it over and over repetitively. And it gives me a chance to show off the beauty of crafting. And I gotta run down 2 flights of stairs to buy more crap from the supplier, who's not upstairs by the freaking forge where she should be. Sorry, Ninth, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, what profession does turning Coke Zero caps into gift cards? Which one does that fall under?
Recycler, maybe? I don't know.
You definitely got in your vocation badge in that one.
I've turned in some Coke points over the years, that's for sure.
And if you're doing this, I would always recommend picking up the Reputation Acceleration Tombs from a skirmish camp or whatever.
Batlock marathon tomorrow.
You're gonna miss it.
I am.
Mrs. Mustafa informs me there is a Matlock marathon tomorrow.
If it's the 2-hour movie,
Oh, snap.
it's no big deal.
Okay.
Now, if there's some shows that are in public domain, she could probably stream that on Twitch and, you know, talk about it while she's watching it.
That would make for a good Twitch stream. We'll get her on here one of these days. Mrs. Mustafa plays Candy Crush, or Mrs. Mustafa plays Tetris.
Mrs. Mustafa plays the warden. Mrs. Mustafa plays Lore Master.
Mrs. Mustafa teams up with All Up Enya for Fleet Battles and EVE Online.
Now that I would watch.
That would be epic. What are we doing? I don't know. Why did my ship explode?
Especially if Mrs. Mustafa can be the backseat driver for all up. No, go to the left. The other left.
Well, the shameful part would be when she ended up catching on faster than him and outflying him. She gets really snippy when she's frustrated with people. What's wrong with you, Olive? Are you retarded or something? Fly your ship over here. Use electronic countermeasures. I always joke that I like watching Mrs. Mustafa shoot a wedding because she always bosses everybody around and telling them exactly where to stand. No, go over here. Turn a little bit to your left. No, a little bit further. No, not that far. And I always look at people who are watching her work and I go, it's so nice to hear her bark orders at somebody besides me for a change. Right, honey?
What?
Nothing.
She's sharpening the knife.
She's watching Murder, She Wrote. She's got no time for my nonsense, Hansi.
She could do a 24-hour Murder, She Wrote stream.
She could, except she'd be asleep for 23 and a half. I actually found my version of Murder, She Wrote. There's a made-for-Netflix series called River. It's about a British detective who's mentally unstable. And it's a good show, but it's really quiet and slow-paced, and there's a lot of nuance and not a lot of narration in it. And it's like NyQuil on television. I watch it and I'm like, this is a good show. And I wake up. I've actually found myself having to go back and rewatch episodes because I fell asleep in the middle of them. And that's what Mrs. Mustafa does with everything. So I'm not quite that bad yet. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I like when you're binge watching something inane in Netflix, and every couple episodes it'll ask you, are you still watching this? It's almost like it's asking why.
Yeah. Why are you watching this? I don't know. Well, that's weird. I thought I had more Scholar stuff on me. Oh, I think I put some of it in my vault. We'll fish it out later. Okay, kids, we've got some pack space. You know what that means. Time to fish. And we're not going to fish in just any old place.
A shadow falls beyond Lothorian.
That's my favourite part of the stream is fishing. I'm excited.
Okay, Zinger, sing some fishing theme music for me.
Plop, 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 plop.
Singing more like the Virgil Ward theme song. From the lakes of northern Canada to the wide Pacific shore. If you don't know the song, though, Virgil Ward might have been dead before you were born.
You were doing such a good job anyways.
I know. I've got the voice of an angel.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
I came to Lothlorien for the fishing. To celebrate my entrance into Caras Galadon, I'm going to fish the Swan Fountain. I don't know that I've ever fished the Swan Fountain before. I believe I have. I don't remember if it was good fishing or not good fishing. But I will fish the Swan Fountain.
Get your Coke Zero points ready, everyone. We're gonna bet on what he fishes up.
I've discovered the company's pavilion. And Saluerlin. Oh man, they won't let me fish in the fountain itself. If I'm up here. Still says I'm moving. Gotta face a body of water. Okay, we'll face this way. I think I can eat cheeseburger while I do this. That'll be like multitasking, eating on camera and fishing. We may break 100 viewers right now.
I'm not sure Twitch can handle this.
I would be more confident if I were farming. That's a real crowd pleaser.
If you had like a split screen going in a second account and you were farming on the second account while fishing and eating.
So far we've got a goldfish and a bitterling. And a minnow.
Now I feel like my life is complete.
Another bitterling. Hey, another point of fishing skill. What were you going to say, Ninth?
I was just going to say, can you fish in the fountain itself, or is it too shallow?
I tried the fountain. Didn't count as a body of water. I was even standing right on the rim.
Well, that's crazy.
I know. Nobody's more angry than I am. I will send off a terse letter to the dev team immediately. They got to get this straightened out.
Well, I think I am going to go to bed, but you guys have a great evening.
Take care, Knife.
Hope you dream of fishing.
Well,
See you,
now I'm
Ninth
going
Column.
to.
How could you not dream of fishing? It's awesome. Deathman's
Take it,
wishing
buddy.
ill on my cheeseburger.
Oh, that's not nice. Good night, Eldred James.
Try not to get hit by any golf balls in your sleep.
He's been bugging his roommates. He keeps waking up in the middle of the night screaming, "The owls, the owls."
Yeah, but I did that before the attack. I don't know what it was about.
Oh, hi, the Cookie Mama. My apologies, I didn't see you pop in. And I almost missed a fish.
Good night, Deathman. Good night, Cookie Mama. Good night, everybody.
Ninth is such a good guy. It makes me sad that Maiden would pick on him like that. So undeserved. He's nothing but nice to her. Pro fishing tip for everybody. You'll notice that I moved my fishing skill down to my #1 slot bar, so I can just sit here and tab the 1 button. And that allows me to eat a cheeseburger with my offhand while I keep track of all the fishing. This is not fast fishing here. I'm pulling up fish pretty quickly, but I'm not getting any trophies. I'm not getting any game fish. I'm not getting any trout or darters. And I'm not getting any fishing skill. I've gotten 1 point off of about 15 casts. So we might move on to a different spot. Generally speaking, LOTRO rewards you for not fishing in safe areas. This is obviously a safe area, so it's low reward fishing.
Just imagine what the fishing will be like in Mordor.
Exactly. Trophy muskie and giant walleye. There's a point of fishing skill.
Well, you know what they say, Ed. If you don't succeed, cast again.
Exactly.
Carp diem.
The Rivendell rep area. Yep, yes there is. There's another point of fishing. Must have been a heck of a minnow I caught. Flaming Deeps fish the lava. I guess it's a good thing the one ring wasn't made out of the same material that my bobber is.
Now remember with the hook update in the housing system on Monday, you'll be able to you can kind of reposition some of your fish trophies in like a mega fish trophy.
Cool.
To make your own little plaque.
Big Ed Mustafa's wall of fish. We really need to go through the kin house on Brandywine and take down everything that's not a fishing trophy.
I did put the a 50-pound salmon right over the housing chest.
Nice.
Although maybe I shouldn't, because it might be keeping people from wanting to loot the housing chest, and we definitely want people taking what they want.
You think it's scaring them away?
It might be. A lot of hobbits in the can.
Yeah, 50-pound salmon could probably swallow a hobbit whole. I was going to make a joke that, especially if the Hobbit buys at dinner and a movie first, and then I thought, is that appropriate for LOTRO stream? And then I remembered it was after 1 a.m. Eastern, so I think I can get away with that joke.
And then you realize that while pondering that you just said it anyway, so well done.
Anybody has any complaints about that last bit of humor, please feel free to report all up in you to the Standing Stone Games team immediately.
Oh, that's right, because you are all up. Yeah, I always forget that you're all up.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes all of it is made him, so there you go.
Well, Druid's Fire, I'm glad you at least found it amusing. I do try to self-edit a little bit when I'm on the official, but not too much. It would have been better when it was still warm, but I'm just glad I found an activity where I don't have to type frantically.
Yeah, Lady Gun, the kin chest has a lot of different crafting materials for pretty much any craft, so feel free to take what you want. It will probably be replaced pretty quickly with more junk.
Now, the Lord willing, in just a few minutes here, people, I will have a new fishing title. You will get to witness it live, so stay tuned for that. You don't want to be like Ninth Pawn and wander away right before the fishing action really heats up here.
Right, I've got my mouse ready to clip it, so I'm all set.
Fantastic. I was going to say, now that I finished the cheeseburger, maybe we can work in a few different camera angles too. Really get you guys in close to the action here.
Sounded like you opened a fresh bottle of Coke Zero.
Crisp, delicious, and refreshing Coke Zero. You're very perceptive, Hunzy, my friend. I have indeed. Mrs. Mustafa brought me a spare a little while ago. '97. Can you feel the anticipation building? Me neither.
Yeah, I think you have a crowd of about 300,000 people watching, you know, fish.
Can you blame them with this kind of fishing action?
I know, right?
98. It's almost like the server's going, oh geez, let's just get this over with. So the fishing skills are starting to pop. Bam. Bam. Now I'm giving you the first-person view of all this fishing action. Up close and personal. I caught a minnow.
Multiple camera angles. You got a scrolling marquee at the top. This is some intense action going on.
This is
here.
some crazy fishing action.
This is like the Super Bowl of fishing.
I don't think you can use that without express official permission.
The Super Fish Bowl.
There you go. This is the time of year where you hear radio ads like, "Are you planning a super party for the big game?" If you get caught actually using the phrase Super Bowl in an advertisement, the NFL will come after you. And you'll be keeping Roger Goodell and hookers and blow for the next 5 years. Because, you know, the NFL needs the money.
Well, we did just have our wing bowl this year around Philly. I don't even know who won.
Lady Gun says that all of the fishing has created so much excitement that seismic activity has woken up her husband.
That might have just been all passing gas. It causes a lot of tectonic unrest.
You know, as thrilling as this is, I'm surprised more people don't have 200 fishing skill. You'd think there'd just be crowds around every body of water.
They're waiting for the 500 fishing. Maybe they'll up it, like, so you can do a 20 or 30 a day or something like that.
That'd be cool. Well, I'm going to have the market cornered on bitterlings anyway. That's pretty exciting. True story for all of you out there. In a previously developed game that Turbine had published, I don't want to name names, Asheron's Call, they had cooking and crafting, and you could create healing and stamina foods and mana foods. And I'd been making bunches of this hearty healing fish stew and like mailing it out to vassals. And one of my buddies, Jeff, played, and I was mailing him hearty healing fish stew. And we were hanging out one weekend, and I think we were grilling out or something. And just by coincidence, I happened to have made a pot of fish soup. And Mrs. Mustafa was like, "Yeah, so Ed made this kind of fish stew the other night." And he kind of shot me this weird look like, "Are you losing it, dude? Are you trying to make hearty healing fish stew in real life?" I'm like, "It's just a coincidence, Jeff. It was just a soup." So you don't want your friends thinking that you're actually trying to craft LOTRO recipes in real life. Or AC recipes.
Yeah, I hear Gussie might possibly do that in the future. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully she can get a kitchen setup going.
Oh, she's going to stream some cooking?
I mean, I I know she kind of wants to. She might be interested in it, but she has to get a kind of, you know, she needs to get whatever you got to get this set up.
Lighting and a second camera. And...
Yeah, probably. I know she likes cooking and she's pretty good at it, so look forward to that if possible.
I suppose if the wife came home and caught me trying to sew a heavy padded cloak or something in the living room, she'd probably have me taken away. He can't seem to unplug from his video game. We need to get him medicated. Guess he makes Limbus.
I would say you be whittling something, but I know you know you think it's useless anyway, so I know you're not going to be doing that.
Yeah, wood crafting is just not that good of a skill. Although my hunter is an Honorian master woodcrafter. That's my problem. I'm using a basic fishing rod.
Sounds like you need a woodworker.
Darn it. You caught me. Actually, I had two woodworkers over here on Crick Hollow. I converted one of them to a scholar. I had a line of characters. I had a crafting circle on Silverlode and a crafting circle here on Crick Hollow, and I transferred most of the Silverlode characters over to here when they had the server reduction. Hi, Ammo Brazil. I play on Brandywine all the time. Technical 13 just switched to Landy. It was nice of your brother to recognize talent at that age, Lady Gun. Yeah, Silverlode was a fun server.
I'm having trouble remembering that I'm not on a burglar right now, and I don't have worst dude stealth.
Yeah, or safe fall. Or
Yeah.
burglarize. You get used to them burglar skills and you miss them when you don't have them. Alright, now the server's just torturing me for fun. It happened to put me out of misery with the fishing skill stuff. Fishing hype! Thank you, Hunzi. I needed the inspiration.
I'm trying.
Wow, that was a good American accent.
99. Get ready. I can feel it coming.
Soon he'll be halfway there and living on a prayer.
Got that right. The anticipation is just tangible. You can feel it hanging in the air. We need like a drum roll.
I don't do it for drum roll. Sorry.
Really? I couldn't tell from that sound effect.
I know, right?
It was just spot on. It was probably about as good as my Herbert the Pervert. I always think that if I do a voice imitation, that sounds pretty good. And then I go back and watch the replay and hear it, and I'm like, oh, that was terrible. Never do that again on stream. Although All Up Enya seems to like my Maiden of Rohan imitation.
The wood chipper?
The wood chipper. Yeah, and then you put the little guy there through the wood chipper. See, it's almost like Maiden's still here with us.
Oh, hey, Maiden. Oh, it's you.
Exactly. Bye, Gussie Moose. Have a good night. I can't believe you're going to miss me hitting expert angler, though.
Be sure to watch it on YouTube.
Any second now, it's coming. I can feel it.
Good night, Gussie.
There's an inevitability to it. It's gonna happen. Just a few hundred more bitterlings and I'll be good to go. Come on, baby. Come on.
You can do it!
Do you realize what an incredible stream this has been, Zinger?
Why isn't it always an incredible stream?
I do my best, but I mean, you think about it, I have sung to trees twice tonight, eaten an entire cheeseburger and Frosty on camera, fished, and crafted. I feel a little bit about that part in the middle where I wasted time running quests and fighting, But overall, I mean, this has been some high quality content tonight. I really think this is one for the highlight reel. This has been good stuff.
Oh yeah. Yes, everybody make sure you have an appropriate drink for yourself when it hits 100.
Pour yourself a cold one, whether it be Coke Zero or otherwise.
I've got some green tea by my side.
Awesome. Refreshing and full of antioxidants.
Exactly.
I've got an empty bottle of orange juice here.
If I drink any more Coke Zero, I'm going to wish I had an empty bottle of orange juice right here.
Oh, Tech, he did some inventory management a little bit earlier.
We did do some inventory management. We did some vault sorting.
He had to do that in order to be able to go fishing.
Yeah, if I hadn't done the inventory management, there wouldn't have been room for all these damn fish.
Because, I mean, you know, he's going to make 12 copper out of the dozen bitterlings.
I might have a gold piece worth of bitterlings by now.
Did you pick up some trophy fish?
No, there hasn't been a single game fish or a single trophy fish out of all these casts. It's all been crap.
Yeah, that happens. Like, I know when I was fishing in Moria, that's a terrible fishing, inside Moria, that is.
Yeah.
Then again, I think most of my fishing in Moria was spent on that winding path between the crossroads.
There it is. I have hit 100. Big Ed Mustafa is now expert angler. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry.
Speech.
It finally happened. Big Ed Mustafa is now halfway to Master of Streams. I'm excited. I know you're excited for me.
This might be the single greatest accomplishment a LOTRO streamer has ever done on the official. I'm sorry to any other official streamers on here.
Gussie Moose left, and I think everybody else fell asleep watching me fish, so we're probably okay on that. Boom. Expert angler.
24-hour stream when he hits 200 fishing on this guy.
24 hours of fishing, farming, and eating on camera. Wouldn't it be great?
Just have the LOTRO disable the 10 a day fishing cap.
Holy cow, I just caught a carp. Apparently you have to be at 100 fishing.
Ah, okay.
Need to move that. I was going to show... So I've only got one more point to go before I'm capped for the day. If I can get it... See, as soon as I hit 100 points fishing, now all of a sudden 3-spine stickleback, I pulled a carp. Carp is the highest ranked game fish in the game. It just tells you whoever designed fishing for LOTRO doesn't know anything about fishing. Although you can eat carp. Mrs. Mustafa loves fried carp. There's a restaurant here in South Omaha called Joe Tess, and fried carp is their specialty. I get dragged in there kicking and screaming about twice a year. Boom, there it is. So as soon as I got to 101, that was my 10th point. The blue bar over here turned yellow, and that tells you that you can't get any more fishing points for the day. Although I think it resets here in an hour, so that will be a short-lived day in any event. So we've become known to the elves of Lothlorien. We have claimed the expert angler title. We have crafted and gained rep with the Metalsmiths Guild. We've killed a few orcs. We've gotten some XP. It's been a big night. So I'm going to go ahead and call it because I just told Mrs. Mustafa to set the alarm for 5:45, which is...
insane.
It's right at 5 hours from now. So I'm going to go try to get a quick 4.5 hours of sleep. I still have some chili to eat before I turn. That's always a good idea. Yeah, eat a bowl of chili right before you go to sleep, which is what I'm going to do because that's just me. But thanks everybody who came out. I want to especially thank Hunzi, Ninth Pawn, and of course Zinger for hanging out and chat. Hope everybody had fun. It was kind of a nice, loose, casual stream tonight. And we just kicked around and sang to trees and had a good time. So I had fun. I hope you had fun. And hopefully I'll see you again very soon. If not in my stream, then in your stream. So also be sure to check out LOTRO Reporter and LOTRO Players. Lots of great articles, lots of great news items, good podcasts to listen to. LOTRO Players News and LOTRO Players Academy. Also, LOTRO Reporter has its own podcast. So you can get all the scuttlebutt on Update 19.3 that Zinger hasn't already read to us tonight. And just stay up to date. Give those guys a little bit of love. They do a lot of good hard work to keep us informed. And I will see you guys all soon. So have a great weekend. Thanks. Let's see if there's anybody we can host. Who can we raid, Zinger?
Looks like Arcast is gone.
All right, let's go over and see my buddy Arcast. He's a newer LOTRO streamer, but he's good, consistent. Looks like he finally got a webcam too, so that's reason enough to go over and say hi. I'm going to go ahead and host him. I know that he's appropriate for official here. So, hosting Arcast, and I want everybody to pop in there, say hello. Should we do a Coke Zero raid? We're going to do a Coke Zero raid at Arcast's, and if you haven't thrown him a follow yet, let's give him some love. Throw him a follow. He's a good, consistent LOTRO streamer, just getting his legs underneath him. A little bit of encouragement and support will go a long way, and he definitely has it coming. So, thanks everybody, and let's go show Arcast some love.